The Misadventures of Detective Marko Kralevich by Svetozar Georgiev, Ghostdog.
Characters. Kralevich Marko is a private detective whose practice is far from successful. He also has a drinking problem he's trying to solve. He is the sworn brother of Gyurga the Samodiva because her mother, Vida, used to nurse him too. This has given him immense power. Gyurga the Samodiva became the chief of the Samodiva's clan on Earth after the death of her mother, Vida. Philip the Hungarian, also known as Philip Majarina, stole her shirt and gave it to Musa Kesijia, who gained absolute control over Gyurga. He used her to trap Secula Detence and murder him. Musa Kesijia is an eccentric billionaire who owns mines for valuable minerals on the moon. He is also secretly involved in slave trafficking. This is how he gets the workers for his mines. Philip the Hungarian, or Philip the Majarina, is Musa Kesijia's right-hand man. He is a slave trafficker, a thief, and a murderer. Together with Gyurga, he kills Secula Detence, who is a policeman on the moon and a major thorn in Musa Kesijia's side. Secula Detence was nursed by both a Samodiva and a Lamia, and is extremely strong. He and Kralevich Marko have had run-ins before, mostly as a result of Kralevich Marko's drinking problem. While investigating Musa Kesijia's business, he is murdered by Philip the Hungarian after he's been lured into a trap by Gyurga the Samodiva, who is following Musa's orders because she is obliged to obey whoever is in possession of her shirt. The innkeeper runs a tavern at the airport. That's where Kralevich Marko stops for a drink before his flight. The voivoda, leader of the constables and chief of the police.
Here I was, sitting at the tavern in the airport, resting my head in my hand to hide the bruise under my eye, waiting for my flight. As with all airports, the black wine and the fiery rakia here were outrageously expensive, and to top it all off, the black wine was also sore. But after everything that has come down on my head these days, I think I've earned a drink. The innkeeper looked and behaved as if he had taken at least 3 maces to the face. I slapped the table loudly to wake him up a bit. "Hey lad, pour me another of that black wine.
Here you go, you nut.
And make that Carpathian wolf stop. It's giving me a headache. I don't know why, but taverns lately thought it very chic to have some lone bagpiper furiously squeezing the goat skin as if it were his fiercest enemy.
I can decrease the volume a bit. I can't stop it, though. It's tavern's policy.
Fine. Do what you're allowed to do because my head is splitting." The second bowl of black wine isn't so bad. Maybe after the third it will start tasting great. But I prefer not to get to the third bowl. Not everything has blown over yet, and flying always makes me feel nauseous. It feels even worse after I've taken 1 too many hits to the head. When I get home, I'll have to get my ribs checked. The Hungarian hits hard when given the chance. For now, I'll just breathe lightly and try not to draw attention.
Yunak, are you here for business or pleasure?
Here we are. Pleasure. Pure and simple pleasure.
And have you heard the news, Yunak?
No, I've been having a lot of fun these days. What's new?
A big battle. Someone killed Philip the Hungarian and stole a great treasure from Musa Kesijia. Do you know Philip the Hungarian? Oh, and Secula Detence has disappeared. bad things.
I haven't heard of any Hungarian as here, eunuch, but I have heard of Secula Detense.
He's a eunuch, but he's a bad one. Very violent. They must have sent the whole band to take him down. Secula Detense is a sheriff, a protector of the poor and destitute. Maybe he's the one who killed Philip the Hungarian.
My, the things that happen in this wide world.
See? I told you. The constables are here. It's because of the Hungarian.
Innkeeper, we need to inspect the place for villains and bandits.
Come in, eunuchs. Chief, will you have something to drink?
No, we're at work. Let's see who's here. You, eunuch, who are you? What's your business?
Greetings, Chief. I'm waiting for my ship to Earth.
And what were you doing here?
I'm ashamed to say it, but I was here for the horse. Folks say there are no other like the horse on the moon.
True that, eunuch. And what happened to your face?
Evildoers, Chief. Took 2 gold coins from me and attacked me with a mace.
Such things happen around here, eunuch. You should be more careful next time.
Understood. And you? What business are you on?
We're also looking for evildoers and bandits. A whole band, in fact. They've stolen treasure from Musa Kesagia and killed Philip Majarina, the most notable of heroes. Secula Detense is also missing. The whole thing is a mess.
It's probably more than my 2 gold coins.
Much more. Musa Kesagia has promised a whole chest of gold coins as a reward to the person who catches the bandits. Well, enough talk. We have the rest of the airport to check.
Hey, innkeeper, tell me about these things happening in your land.
Let me see. Shall I start from afar or give you the short version?
Well, it looks I have some time before departure, so start from afar.
Long before I came here to run this tavern, Musa Kesagia came here searching for riches. Diamonds, gold, iron. There's everything in those hills over there. Folks here laughed at him, but he nevertheless started roaming and digging around, digging and roaming. And one day, wouldn't you know it, he got lucky. He found diamonds, 3 bags full of diamonds, and he became rich. Built himself fortress with walls and guards to shadow him wherever he goes.
Well, the man's earned it. It's not like he stole it.
Yes, but once a man starts craving gold, there is no satisfying him. Musa Kesagia got a taste for it, and the diamonds ran out. Then he found moon iron. Have you heard of it?
Not only have I heard of it, I have 2 gauntlets, a yataghan, and a small knife made of moon iron. I could have bought a house, a field, and oxen with that money. Who hasn't heard of moon iron?
Exactly. But this iron is hard to mine. Nobody wants to. People die like flies. And Musa started secretly transporting slaves here. They dig, die, he brings new ones, and so on.
What about the elders? Do they not see this?
Oh, they do, but all they see is his purse. Sometimes, some of the slaves would try to escape or revolt. So he hired Philip the Hungarian. If someone needed to be hit with a mace, cut with a saber, or stabbed with a knife, the Hungarian did all of this and more. He has the strength of a 9 man. But he's bad, very, very bad. I'm not sorry at all that he was killed. But with Secula Detense, it's a big mystery what happened.
That fool Secula. I keep expecting him to jump out of somewhere and hit me in the teeth, and then we would drink together. Maybe I'll never find out what happened to him. I miss him. Though not so much when he gets drunk and wants to have mace fights. But he was a good hero. Decent. And a bit of blood, brother. Oh, never mind. I've heard of Secula Detense, but I don't know him personally. He was used to be a bandit down there on Earth. After that, I don't know what happened to him.
Well, he came here and decided to start helping people. Became a sheriff. A great leader of the constables.
A great leader of the constables. The worst. But he would have been useful, especially when I got into the cellar where Musa kept the shirt. This is the end, Marko, I said to myself. How he raised my back with the spear before I managed to cut him down. And what a stench! As if a dragon had taken a shit after eating a lot and getting blind drunk. I must not forget not to laugh, cough, or sneeze. The shirt is tightly wrapped around my waist. I just don't know if it's true what people say, that if you put on a Samodiva's shirt, you turn into a Samodiva. We'll wait and see.
But folks say that Musa paid a band of Yonaks to steal the shirt of Vida the Samodiva. If that's what was stolen from him, he's in for it. I've heard that Samodivas don't like it when people steal their underwear.
If only Musa knew what's coming for him once Gyurga gets her shirt back. If I were him, I'd either ride my horse to the ends of the earth or cut off my head with the saber. No, Samodivas don't like it when people take their shirts, because then the Samodiva is obliged to do whatever you say. Anything. No excuses. Okay then, pour me another cup of black wine.
I knew we were heading there. Well, what's that now, Yunak? That cost you another 2 gold coins.
I slapped 2 gold coins to the table. Pleasure has no price. But there's something in the air of this tavern doesn't feel right. Something seems off. I turn around and what do I see? Gyurga disguised as a fat moon whore.
I'll have what the eunuch is drinking.
Suddenly the eunuch doesn't feel like drinking anymore. The innkeeper stares at me. What are you staring at? Pour.
Well, little brother, how are you? Looks like it was a tough fight. Just look at your face. Do you have something for me?
Now, here's the thing. What's true is true. Samodivas are beautiful. Not exactly beautiful, but you can't say no to them. But Gyurga has disguised herself as the lowest of the whores, and a fat one at that. I do. We're slowly drinking the black stuff to build some tension, you see, and as we drink, I feel something tickling my ribs. I look down, and there's Gyurga with a knife, as long as an elbow and glinting. When did she manage to draw it and press it against me? I cannot tell, but she's obviously very angry. It's right to where the tip of your knife set. She draws the knife away, still staring at me. It's wrapped around my waist. I'll give it to you now. But while I still have it, I want to ask you something, and I want you to answer. Gyurga got really furious. I can tell by her twitching eye. The left one.
Just one question.
I see her slowly shaking her head. Oh, Marko, you fool. Tell me what you know about Secolo de Tense. Is he alive? Is he dead? And if he's not alive, who killed him? Gyurga pours the entire bowl of wine into her mouth at once, wipes her mustache and shouts.
Secolo is gone. He's dead. I killed him. Anything else?
Well, look at this. Why?
The shirt. Musa Kesegia ordered me to do it.
Yes, there's no point in rubbing salt into this wound. It's clear. Now Musa is going to get wiped out. Come, let's go to the outhouse. I'll unwrap it from my waist and give it to you there.
Just like that? Nothing more?
Well, I asked you something, you answered. That's it.
And I gave you my answer. So what now? Are you going to kill me?
That's a fair question. On one hand, she killed Secolo, but on the other, she's my milk sister. And Secolo's too. On the third hand, if I'm going to kill her, it has to be now, because if she takes her shirt... I can generally fight a Samodiva, but not in this condition. I should prepare, stay sober for at least a winter before the fight. On the forehand, no, I'm not going to kill her. No, come, I'll give you the shirt. The moment I start taking it off, I wail like a stepped-on kitten because my bruised ribs hurt so much.
Marko, you knack. What have you come to? Let me see. It's true. Filip Majarine is good with the spear. I don't think anyone has ever managed to cut you like this.
He's good, but he's dead and I'm not. I unwrap the shirt from my waist and hand it to Gyurga. She looks at me. Come on, take it.
I can't believe you're giving it to me like this.
That's what we agreed on.
Yes, but I thought you'd fight me for Secolo de Tense.
Right now, I can't fight anyone. We'll discuss that later.
I'm very sorry for him.
Come on, put it on. I watch her as she puts on the shirt. She is beautiful.
I thought you'd want something else.
I want to go home and sleep.
But if you had wanted something else,
I don't want anything else. I want to sleep.
I would have cut off your head.
And after that, would you have let me sleep?
You're a blockhead, Marko. You'll never change.
And what will you do now?
I'm going to cause some trouble, I think.
Oh dear. It's good I'm living. I remember her mother causing a lot of trouble back in the day. Or maybe I'll stay and watch. Songs will be sung afterward. Stir the pot, sister. But don't forget the gold coins you promised me.
My word is as good as gold, Yunak.
Oh my, just to think where this purse has been.
You earned it.
Thanks. Dejected, I returned to the innkeeper.
What happened, Yunak? Wanted to play with the fat whore one last time before you leave, huh?
I wanted to, but she's too expensive.
Well, that's how it is.
Hey, innkeeper, pour me a bowl for the road. There's about to be a massacre here. Gyurga is so furious, and me, I just want to sleep.
Come on, travelers. Those of you boarding the flying boat to Earth, hurry up.